Hi, my name is Allie. I have been a student at UCSB for the past 4 years. My major is art and my minor is professional writing. I have spent day after day after day studying in the library. Yeah, that's me. Most people think that homework is all I do, but actually, I have a secret. I'm a spy. See, that's me. Look how professional I am. I have spent the last year collecting data on my fellow classmates. And now, I'll tell you everything.
Oh, wait. What is the life of minor in professional writing?
So here's my application for the professional writing minor. I hope for all the best.
We gon' get it poppin', we gon' get it poppin'. Hey, just come with us. Turn it up. 이건 그냥 노래니까 rhythm 쳐. Bounce, rhythm 쳐. Bounce, rhythm 쳐. Bounce, rhythm 쳐. 이건 그냥 노래니까 rhythm 쳐. 뭐해? 어서 고개 끄덕이지 않고. 가슴과 허리를 꿀렁이지 않고 우리 가리는 거 없어 예를 들면 때와 장소 멋있는 척 안 해.
So yeah, that's pretty much the life of minoring in professional writing. The design process and all the steps can be torturous sometimes, but in the end it's definitely worth all of our efforts.
Palm me, everything it palm me. Palm me, everything it palm me. Palm me, everything it palm me. Girl, give me that thing that will set me free. It's meant to be. The way how you drop it and I move that thing for me. Some love to see. Ebony eyes that shine like them a jewelry. So let it be. All night long, if you give you my energy, bring it come to me. Best night of your life, that's my guarantee. It's meant to be. The way how you drop it and I move that thing for me. Some love to see. Ebony eyes that shine like them a jewelry. So let it be. All night long, if you give you my energy, bring it come to me. Best night of your life, that's my guarantee.
Ebony eyes shine, ebony eyes wine, ebony eyes bright, and me run the world, hanging around the world, and so we step off feet, but we love.
It's meant to be. The way how you drop it and I move that thing for me. Some love to see. Ebony eyes that shine like them a jewelry. So let it be. All night long, me to give you my energy. Bring it come to me. Best night of your life, that's my guarantee. It's meant to be. The way how you drop it and I move that thing for me. Some love to see. Ebony eyes that shine like them a jewelry. So let it be. All night long, me to give you my energy. Bring it come to me. Best night of your life, that's my guarantee. We make the girls get out of control. We make the girls wind up on the pole.
I also not call out two color pretty voice sing this girl and love this.
Rang badang badang dang. With the lyrics from me spit just remember this girl. When you hear them you have to turn and twist.
After I moved out of the dorms and got my first house, it was cool to just have like my own place for the first time.
The day that I came back from studying abroad, I feel like I had kind of like a new look at UCSB.
Everything, every moment was amazing.
Hanging out with my friends.
Getting into the writing minor? No, well, yes. Probably getting a job at the Santa Barbara Bowl which was like my dream job.
In the summertime, and me and my friends were all looking for something to do, and one of us had like one of those giant floats that you would take out into the ocean, so we all decided to take the float and go out in the water.
Just having the opportunity to live with all my best friends next to the ocean.
By Carrillo, the dining commons, the pool area.
The Pollock Theater.
The art building, and specifically my studio in the art building.
Building down at the bluffs, being able to watch the sunset.
Campus Point.
Our little art museum on the east side.
Yeah, definitely my life.
The fact that I never lived on DP. The most like iconic things that you have to do when you go to UCSB, and like just living on like Oceanside.
Didn't get great grades in my first quarters up here.
Wish that I would have made more connections with more of my professors.
Not going to more office hours with my professors.
I've only been to the beach like a handful of times.
Not asking out my hot TA from one of my math classes. So, Tyler, I don't have any regrets, really.
Not getting to the beach more often, it's right there.
Because I feel like, especially having the communication background, it was very theory and research based, and I think it'd be nice to have that multimedia technical skills. Like we learned in Photoshop and InDesign, Illustrator, and also we learned a bit of web programming. I feel like those are all super practical skills I can apply to a lot of different jobs and fields.
I want to be an artist or an illustrator, and I think that this track provides a lot of useful skills.
My major is biochemistry, and I feel like the communication is as same important as science.
I already had art and I had communication, so a way I could communicate artistically, because I don't necessarily want to just make art, was professional writing, and I also enjoy writing, but multimedia takes it to another level.
Well, I want to do advertising for the entertainment industry, and I felt like I needed some more substance in terms of stuff to put in my portfolio.
I've always really been more on the creative side, and I kind of want to do something creative content production.
It goes so well with my English major, and it gives me a chance to do what I love, which is writing.
Designing my own website.
Professor Genova, public speaking class.
Was to create our own websites.
Probably creating my own website. One of the simple ones, like designing something.
The business part of mine.
This multimedia project is pretty hard.
Writing 107G, creating an NGO. Only be my senior thesis.
107 Global Career.
Really like making the website.
The web design.
I've also been making my own website.
Professor Hirsch, magazine writing.
I loved making our professional website.
Definitely the multimedia project that I'm doing.
The group project that we did at the end of 155.
A big thanks to my parents.
My mom and dad for supporting me, and shout out my mom and dad and my aunt and uncle.
So thank you to my parents, and they made it possible for me to come to the US from Germany.
My parents.
My mom for funding these past 4 years.
It would just be my parents, honestly, just for like believing in me.
Mom, my dad, and my brother is my biggest role model.
Definitely my mom. Thanks, Mom.
Thank all my professors for just giving me so many opportunities.
I want to say thanks to my mom and dad.
Mom and dad. Shouts out to mom and dad.
I want to say thank you to my family for always supporting me.
I came up here with my best friend, and we've been friends since 7th grade. So, yeah, I just want to say a thank you to her.
Trila, actually, she's our art administrator, and I really want to thank her.
I wish all the minors the best on graduation, but I think the minors are generally more prepared than most other students to graduate. You guys have been like doing internships and taking classes, putting together websites, so I feel like you're ready to go. So be confident and have a lot of fun.
I have a hard time with things ending. I hate moving out of apartments, even apartments that I didn't really like that much. So when I look back at graduating from the university, I didn't think about it as leaving. I thought about it as how can I continue the relationships that I've built? I strongly encourage you to keep those relationships that mean the most to you going. And that means checking in with friends as often as you can. That means emailing your professors whenever you come into town. If you're back in Santa Barbara, email your track director and see if he or she wants to get a coffee or wants to meet up during office hours. It'll mean a lot to us, and I hope it'll mean a lot to you.
First of all, congratulations. This is a big step in your lives. It's a huge milestone, and you should really take a moment to celebrate this and take a moment to be very, very proud of yourselves. You've achieved a huge step in your lives. It's a huge accomplishment.
I wish you all well in the future, especially with the minor. I think that's an added element. So I think that that's something to be proud of and excited about.
Take a moment to sort of take it in and enjoy it and be proud of what you've accomplished, because not everybody has the chance to do that.
But for faculty, we smile and we say congratulations, but it's also a little sad for us because, we've worked with you guys for a long time and we're always like a little bit sad to see you go. I wish for all of you that you had the same confidence in yourself that I feel towards you.
Really developed your skill set in writing and visual design, and you're all really competitive for the jobs that you'll seek out, and just go for it, and be sure to make the most of all of those opportunities that'll be in front of you.
Most of us, when we start school, we think that by the time we graduate, we're going to have some amazing job all set up. But the reality is that the job market is tough right now. There are some people who absolutely know what they want to do for the rest of their life. I know I wasn't that type of person. Even when I began my first real job, I had multiple other jobs that I was doing on the side to supplement it financially, but also to supplement it in terms of, could I be doing something that I love even more than what I'm doing? And I strongly encourage everybody to be super flexible in terms of what you want to do. Working on multiple part-time jobs and checking out different industries is a great way of figuring out what you want to do.
Well, I would say be confident and apply for anything that looks even remotely exciting or intriguing, and don't be intimidated by job descriptions. A lot of times employers, they put together a job description and they, it's kind of like a wish list of all the things that they think they would like, but then they meet an awesome candidate and they think, oh, we want that person because they'd be perfect.
The idea would be, I would say, depending on the career, is take any job in a firm or in a field. It may not pay you $75,000, but it might get you in the door. Once you're inside, it's easier to work up the ladder than if you're outside. So I would recommend get a job in something that you really enjoy as much as you possibly can. It may not pay the highest salary, but maybe you'll learn a lot from doing that, and maybe then you can move on to the next stage.
Right now, you guys might feel a little overwhelmed or a little lost, like you're not sure what you're supposed to do because there are all these options. What I wanted to do for my career until last year, which is really weird because I've actually worked here for 3 years.
Be open-minded, because you just don't know which way your life's gonna go and what kind of challenges you're gonna encounter, and so it's important to be open-minded and to explore different options. So I was an English major, and I was trained to believe that I was gonna be just an English professor. It kind of became difficult to combine an English job at Santa Barbara because there were no openings. So I had a professor with whom I worked at the time, and she suggested that I apply for a job in the writing program. And I said, well, I can't do that. I don't know how to teach writing. And she said, well, you're gonna learn. And so that's how I ended up in writing. And so it was never a part of my big plan, but that's how life unfolded, and you just have to follow that.
You really have to choose something you love. Like, I got lucky because it turns out I really love teaching, and I love UCSB, so I'm really happy in my job. And money's great, but if you're spending 8 to 10 hours a day doing something you hate, that's no good. So go for what you love.
I remember when I graduated, I was feeling really sort of anxious about, getting a job, because that's kind of like the next thing you're expected to do. You have to kind of try things on for size a little bit, because I think you need to kind of go towards what you think you want. You don't really know if that's sort of the job you want until you're in it and experiencing it, and be willing to sort of change and be flexible.
You're always going to be following somebody's direction unless you're running down the show yourself. And you're always answerable to the public, to the private sector, as I said, to your boss, to the organization you work for. So able to think on your feet, have good ideas, be creative, can express yourself well, can write clearly. Those are things that are valuable. So I think a lot of that is finding how you can be yourself in that environment. Can I be myself and still do what they need me to do? And yes, that's what you have to find out. And you have to bring to the table your own ideas about whatever it is, the job. They hire you, they want to see what you can do. They don't hire you to make you fail. They hire you because they think you're going to succeed.
Not worry about it if things aren't falling, directly into place. Like, you're not supposed to know what you're going to do with the rest of your life. That's actually kind of what's supposed to happen, right? And that's sort of part of the rough and tumble part of the real world, is that things don't always match up nice and neat, but to just sort of kind of take that into consideration and not let that derail you, and just know that that's part of the process.
To push yourself beyond your comfort zone. No matter where you go, no matter what job you're doing, I encourage you to always take risks. Those things that seem really small end up making a huge difference in your life.
I was going to say be kind, because I think kindness is really important. I think a key thing is to just keep moving, I found myself different periods in my life where I, felt kind of down and depressed and stopped doing new things and just kind of kept doing the same old thing. And I think if that ever happens, change it up, keep moving, try something different. There's so much to experience.
Best life advice I have is to get a house cat. Best relationship in my life. You just remember that the kind of flux that you have right now is gonna settle down. So just sit through it, maybe get a house cat, try to have an address for more than 1 year.
Seek out any opportunities that look interesting and exciting to you, and it can be a challenge kind of shifting from one environment. We get used to sort of the quarter system here at UCSB, but you can also think of that as an opportunity to meet new people and make new connections, and really just, don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
It's important to find balance between life and work. It's important to surround yourself with people, again, who challenge you, who support you. It's good to have a mentor in life.
We did it! Yay!
Congrats to everyone, including myself. Pat on the back.
To make sure and be sensitive to other people's feelings.
Try to make the most of every moment.
Get more involved early on.
Do everything. Never say no to anything.
Focus on school.
Try your best on every single moment of your life.
Go out there and push yourself more.
Study hard, go out, have fun, and just make the most of every opportunity.
Don't be afraid to be a little bit crazy, because in the end everything's gonna work out, and follow your gut. I'm excited to move to the next chapter.
I'm really excited, but also nervous to graduate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to graduation, and it'll be sad, but there will be happy tears as well.
Enjoy the day and do something good with your degree.
And I'm gonna miss UCSB a lot.
Catch me there, June 18th, Sunday morning.
비밀을 감추지 못하게 해 남자들의 분위 여자들의 가식 이 유머를 자신감이 불만해 난